Once again, it is time to welcome everybody back to the channel and back to our manager's journey here on FIFA 20 career mode. Now, first thing, if you didn't manage to catch the last episode, I fully recommend that before you watch any more of this one, that you go back and see that one. It's already up on the channel. And for all of you who did manage to catch that one, then you will know how it ended and the kind of form that we've been on in the last few games. That form and then performances have to change, and they have to change in the very next game, because as you can see, the next game is the cup final against Sunderland. Are going to be undoubtedly the favourites, but like I've said from game one, I want this trophy. I want every trophy we compete for. But I had the feeling that we could realistically go out and win this one. And now that we're in the final, I want it even more. So before we even look at anything else and get into the game, I'm going to tell you that we're going to be rocking the 4-2-3-1. No chances taken. I just want to go out there and get this trophy. Now, before we do anything else, we've got a few notifications to take care of here. We already know that we're not going to hit the financial objective. We've got Holden and Harrison going to international duty. Hopefully that's not going to be for this game, but we'll see. And we've got a scout report here from England. And we've got Brandon Griffiths, who's not good enough. Jay Mason, who's not good enough. Aidan Moore, not good enough. Owen Phillips, not good enough. And Bradley Rose, also not good enough. So that's that taken care of. With that said, it's time now to go and look at what we're actually going to be doing in this episode other than the cup final. So we'll have a look at the calendar here. There's no games next month, so we've got the cup final against Sunderland, which obviously we're going to play. Then we move to the game against Plymouth. That one's going to be highlights. Grimsby is also going to be highlights. Colchester as well. Then we'll come back and play the Cambridge one because they beat us first time around, so we'll see if we can get revenge on them. And then leave it with highlights of the Bradford game. After the Bradford game, I might come back and do one more video just looking at the stats for the season of not just our team, but see what's gone on in the world of FIFA, in the major European leagues and the other leagues in this country. Sort of like a review, a closed season episode if you like. But that's the plans for this one anyway. What we're going to do now is just advance towards the big game. Unless anything pops up in the meantime, which it has, we've got another scout report there, but that is the only thing. This one should be from Scotland because we've already had the England one. We've got Rory Smith here, goalkeeper again, but not a good enough one. So yeah, he's no good. Gordon McKinley, no good. Shane Stewart, no good. And Gordon Reid, no good. Disappointing from Scotland now, but we have had a good few players from there this season. Before we jump into the game, it is a cup final, so we'll have a look at the press conference, see what they've got to say.
Thanks very much. We'll start the questions now.
McDonald is in good form. Will we see more of him today? Maybe, maybe not. We'll decide on the day. If not, it's obviously nothing personal, but we're going to pick the best of what's available today. Obviously, we need as strong a team as possible. We're about to face Sunderland in this final, who is a strong opponent. Can you tell us about the accumulated fatigue? Well, the best answer here is we've worked hard to get here, which we have. We've took each game seriously, and like I said before, it is a trophy that I do want to win. So after a narrow 1-0 in your previous match, does this mean you have what it takes to score more, considering that they're probably stronger, is what that said. And for us, really, nothing changes. We've played this way the whole season. There's no point changing it now. We have created enough chances, especially in the last game. We just need to hopefully stick them away today. And that will do it, guys. It's time to go to the game now, so I will see you all at kickoff. Okay then, so here we go, our first trip to Wembley. It's the Leasing Cup Trophy final. I want this trophy, as I've been saying for a while now. So let's see what we can do about going to get it. Playing nice bits of possession here so far. Nice ball down the left hand side and Jackson's got him behind. He's got to turn back here though. Hardy's there waiting for him. That's a nice ball across the box from Hardy, and Guthrie shoots, but it's wide. First 5 minutes though, first attempt on target, on goal, sorry, it wasn't on target. First attempt on goal, but unfortunately it's gone just wide. Nice positive start though, which is exactly what I was looking for after the way the last episode ended. We're coming again here now. We've kept the ball really well so far in this game. That's a nice little bit of skill from Lavery. He's put it across the box, but unfortunately the defender read it. But yeah guys, we are absolutely dominating in terms of possession, in terms of territory. We've just got to turn it into chances now. Oh, we are 1-0. That shocked me. That's the very first corner we've scored in this series. I really wasn't expecting that, to be honest. But it is a good ball in from Jackson, and I think it's Jules that gets it. That's a really nice header though. Really nice header. There's actually a defender on the line and it beats both the keeper and the defender. What a goal, fitting of the occasion, and that is a massive moment in this match. We've shown Sunderland the right respect. We have to accept that they're probably a bit better than us, but the way that we're performing at the moment is levels higher than it's been for quite some time now. So I'm happy, and we've got the goal as well. So yeah, the first 20 minutes everything's gone our way. Hopefully it continues. I'll tell you what, we are moving the ball around so nicely at the moment. Sunderland just don't know what to do with us. They can't get near us, they can't get near the ball. Oh, that's beautiful bit of play there, and it could have been easily 2-0. Hardy was unlucky there. But what a little touch to get him through, and his first touch takes the defender clean out of the game, but unfortunately he couldn't steer it in the right inside the posts instead of just wide of them. But again, we're playing really well at the moment. And that, guys, is the end of the first half. A first half that we've absolutely dominated. Sunderland have had nothing, no attempts on goal, none on target, nothing. Let's hope the second half goes the same way. And we're deep into the second half here now, guys, which has followed the pattern of the first. We've properly dominated. We've just made a couple of changes, as you can see. Gordon's come on for McDonald. I think that's the only one we made. Yeah, we've completely controlled this game. We've gave Sunderland nothing. This half's been a lot slower, but it's just being mindful and cautious that we can't afford to give no sloppy turnovers away that have been costing us in the league recently. Sunderland, being where they are, will definitely punish us if we do that. So we're just keeping the ball. We're not trying to force an opening, we're just trying to wait for one to come. And if it carries on like this, guys, we are going to be lifting this trophy at the end of the game. We've got almost in behind again here now with Hardy. With not much time left, he's played it into Lavery, tried to get it back to Hardy, but the defenders cut it out. We've recycled it again quite out the pitch, and that's a nice little back heel from Sinclair. This should be 2. No, the defender cuts it out again, but that was really close to being it there. We've only got a couple of minutes injury time left now. We just got to keep this ball long enough that if they win it back, there's not enough time for them to do anything, which I think we've successfully done now. We have, and we have won that trophy, guys. The one that I wanted, the one that I pinpointed at the beginning of this season. We've gone and actually won it. I didn't think we'd get the league. I didn't think we'd get anywhere near it, to be honest, but I was hoping and pinpointed this as the one that I wanted this season, and we've managed to go and do it. In our first ever series, our first ever season of this series as well. If you include pre-season, that's 3 trophies we picked up. this season has gone way better than I ever imagined that it would. So I'm just going to leave you with the guys to celebrate this one now. And as well as that, there's going to be highlights of the remaining league games that follow this, so I'll leave you guys with them, and I'll come back unless anything happens beforehand for the Cambridge game. Okay guys, as you can see from the highlights, we managed to keep our run of form going. This is just a look at the table now at the end of that little highlight package. And we're hopefully going to be ready now for the game against Cambridge. Before we get to that though, where are Cambridge in the league? 19th. So hopefully we should be able to exact that revenge on them after they beat us at our place last time round. After the Cambridge game, guys, there's just going to be the one remaining game against Bradford, which is going to be highlights. And I've already decided that for the Bradford game, it's going to just be a showcase of the players that we started with that are leaving us at the end of the season. They're all going to get a run out in that game, regardless of what the outcome of that game will be. I just feel like it's probably the right thing to do. And as you can see, we're just going through all the scorers, options, the assists and this, that and the other, just to see how players are getting on. We've still got Lavery at the top of there at the moment, which is good to see. We've got a few notifications here now as well that have got to be looked at, and unfortunately the top one is actually a real gutter, because Sinclair is going to be someone that's really missed next season. I've counted on him when we need impact off the bench or big games or anything like that. I did offer him a contract, but unfortunately the game bugged out, and even though he accepted it, it's as though he hasn't done. So there's not a lot I can do about it, but he is a player that's going to be missed, no doubt. We're going through the latest youth scouts now, and this guy here, Mason Lewis, definitely looks like someone worth picking up. We'll just see what his valuation is. Yeah, we'll definitely take him. Unfortunately, Ethan Griffiths is not going to cut it though. And we've had a transfer offer for Clark here, which I am going to accept even though he's the club captain. We've got enough alternate options for him in defence now. Now they've offered 380k and he's worth 400, and we may be able to get 420 for him. But there's been so few and far between offers coming for our players that I'm not going to mess around with this one. I'm just going to accept it. And that'll be him off the books next season, so he'll be playing in the last game as well. But I think now all that's left to do is get into this Cambridge game and let's try and get revenge on them. So this is the part where I always say it, guys. I will see you at kickoff. Okay guys, so here we go, we're away at Cambridge. There's nothing on this game, as you all will well be aware of now, except my own little thing that I want revenge on them, since they were the first team to beat us this season. So yeah, let's just see if we can get the result we're after, basically. Okay, so there's some nice play here. So far nothing at all. I mean nothing, except for maybe now. Oh, that was such a timid shot from Kinsella there. He's standing still in amazement. I can't believe that. Can you even class that as an effort? But that has been the first effort in this game so far. It'll be a really timid one. I don't know whether it's the systems or what's going on, or whether it's just one of them end of season games. But nothing is so flat at the minute, just nothing has gone on at all. And just as I say that, once again, bang on the 22nd minute, we go 1-0 down. I didn't think there was anything in this. I thought we had enough cover, but no, he's banged it straight into the top corner, to be fair to him. Roberts moves completely the wrong way to block the shot. Jules can't get to him quick enough, and we find ourselves 1-0 down. Really disappointing. If there is any positive, that goal of theirs seems to have woken us up a little bit. We're playing much better now, keeping the ball for longer periods in better parts of the pitch, and we've got Lavery here. There's nothing really on for him, but he's made something. He used the last defender to blind the keeper by the looks of that. We'll have to see on the replay. But if that's what it is, that was good smart play by Lavery, and he's created that out of nothing really. We'll have another look at it here. It's a nice little ball in from him. No, the defender doesn't blind the keeper, he just cuts in and the defender doesn't read what he's going to do. But either way, we're 1-1, we're playing better, so hopefully now we can go on and get this win. Okay guys, so we're kicking off the second half, and as after our goal went in the first half, we seem to go back to sleep again. I don't know whether, like I said earlier, it was the system or whatever. So whenever we turned the ball over, we just seemed way too open, which was making me really question like how direct to go with attacks and things like that. So to combat that, what I've done is I've swapped to our preferred 4-2-3-1, made a couple of changes to get the tired legs out of the team. I did start the team with the game with a team with some tired players, only because of this being probably their last game, because of rotating and putting the players in that are going to be leaving us at the end of the season in the Bradford game. So hopefully this change of system and a couple of changes I made will influence the game, and we can go on and take control of it. But at the moment it's not looking too good. Mind you, that's just gone out. So yeah, now we can get our foot on the ball. Hopefully we can take control of this game and go and get that win that I really want. So we've got a throw here deep in their half. We've got that man Lavery on the ball. That's not really the way I wanted that pass played, but we'll work with it. And through that we've ended up giving it away. I was hoping he put that obviously goal side of the defender, and hopefully we get a chance from that, but he didn't. Oh well, let's see what comes of this now. We need to get this back because that's looking a bit open in the centre. Yep, that's the guy I was on about, and he's put it in the back of the net. Can't believe it. What is it about Cambridge, really? 2-1 down now. I saw that coming a mile off, but there was nothing that I could do about it at all. He just got away from Roberts again. I don't think he'll be playing in the next game, but then again it might be harsh because he was one of the players that started a bit tired. I didn't think it'd make this much difference, to be honest. Now we've got to go and find that goal again, at least, just so we don't lose to these at the moment. We might have it straight away here with Lavery. He's turned back nice, but he's lost it. Cambridge just doing their absolute best here not to let us have the ball, but they've gave it away there. Lavery's got the run now from Hardy. It's those two linking up, and Hardy has just tapped it home. He's just literally rolled it into the net, but that will do me fine. We've got 9 minutes to try and win this game now. Since Cambridge scored, they've literally just kept possession. They've not really looked for a third goal themselves, but that's left them open on that turnover. 2 or 3 passes, and we're 2-2 now. Cambridge kick us off again. Hopefully we at least don't lose this game, but hopefully we can go on and win it. Here we go now. We've got Jackson. No, we haven't got Jackson in. It's cut out. I don't know whether I'm being naive or silly here, going for the win, knowing that they've not really had many chances, but when they have, they've banged them in. And this is exactly what I'm on about, because they're in again here, and of course they've beaten us. There's no way we're getting back into it now. I actually can't believe it. This second half, they've not even tried to get another one, but they've got to. Yeah, carbon copy of the first goal. I literally saw this guy run straight through the middle of the centre backs. None of them went with him, and as soon as he got through, we couldn't catch him, and you know what's going to happen from there. So we couldn't get our revenge on Cambridge after all. Oh well, we got 1 game left this season, which is just going to be the players departing, basically saying goodbye. That's going to do me for match commentary this season now. Actually, it's quite mad to say that, considering how long it's took to actually get on here and start a series. I've enjoyed the first season. I hope you have too. I hope that you'll join me for the next episode, which is going to be probably the season in review. It'll just be looking at stats and me talking to you. Yeah, thanks for all the support, guys, and hopefully you'll join me for that episode and the beginning of season 2. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. See ya.